Well, I think that was straightforward enough.
Yeah.
What the Chairman House Committee of Sports is saying is whatever election took place, they didn't follow the FIFA statutes. But we have to talk about the other side for the sake of balance.
Yeah.
Chris Giwa, in spite of this, in spite of the FIFA letter, and in spite of what the House Committee has said, Chris Giwa is saying that, look, nobody can remove me. Only the Court of Arbitration can sort out this matter. But FIFA has given us till Monday. But Kule, let me ask you, look forward, this is Friday, look forward to, what do you think will happen on Monday?
I think what will happen on Monday is that Chris Giwa will definitely vacate his office. I'm sure he's a very, very good Nigerian and a very, very understanding person. I feel that he knows the result, repercussion of what will happen if he doesn't vacate the office. As FIFA stated, even CAF has also said, if we end up not playing the second game against Sanobi, competing.
In your own opinion, would that be because the election that brought him in was not credible?
It was not credible. He himself should know that it wasn't credible. But whether he will be able to pick up form to actually compete is whether he will be humble enough is what I don't really know.
Okay,
but I'm sure that he will vacate.
As far as you are concerned, all the things is done, setting up a committee to manage the NPL and all that. You feel on Monday it will vacate office.
It will definitely vacate office.
We'll wait to see what will happen. But the man is adamant. He says only the Court of Arbitration will sort out.
The minister has been urged to actually put, him into call him to order, ensure that he vacates the office.
Well, he's been asked to enforce this. Okay,
absolutely.
Let's move on, and hopefully, when we come here on Monday or maybe Tuesday, we'll still be talking of Nigeria being in the 2015 African Cup of Nations qualifiers.
Amen.
Because if it doesn't vacate office,
then yeah.
Let's leave it hanging. Let's move on. On the show this morning. Let's talk about the Super Eagles. One good thing about the Super Eagles, Kunle, is the fact that they've not allowed all of this to affect them. Yeah. The team has been preparing as it should, and everything is going on well.
Yeah, everything is going on well according to the media officer of the team, Ben Alai. Actually, I spoke with him yesterday, and he told me how the players have actually been responding to training, and we just hope that tomorrow, there won't be heavy downpour, because the last few days it's been raining.
1 or 2 games we've played in Calabar, we've had similar. And at this time of the year, you expect
that. We just pray that the weather will be very stable tomorrow. We won't witness
and hopefully the Congolese will come today.
Yeah, they will definitely be arriving the shores of the country today. Though Claude Leroy, complained about the fact that FIFA CAF should protested initially that CAF should actually, take the game out of Nigeria to a neutral venue.
That's mind games. That's mind games.
But one thing I actually want to talk about is that we should not be complacent. The Congolese team have a very good coach in Claude Leroy. He knows how to grind out results. Yes, he's experienced with work. He has worked with.
And I agree with you, because one bad result can put you in trouble.
Definitely.
Remember how the draw was against Kenya on route qualifying almost ruined our chances.
So the guys must actually be on top of their game. And they always, all these teams want to beat the champion. Because once you beat the champion,
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Everybody would definitely
to be the best. To be the best, really, you have to beat the best. Okay, let's show you our goodwill message. We've been doing this for a while. Let's bring this to you. 1 day to go. Stevie Keshi was captain of the Super Eagles when we trashed the Red Devils of Congo home and away en route USA 94 World Cup. He will lead the Super Eagles to doing it again en route Morocco 2015, where green and white cheer the Super Eagles to victory. And this is coming courtesy Channels Sports. Like Tony would say, let's turn Calabar to a sea of green and white.
Absolutely.
Intimidate your opponents as much as possible.
And get them.
Intimidate them without incurring the wrath of CAF.
Yes.
Intimidate them by
cheering the team, giving them all the support.
Even when the goals do not come on time.
The goals must continue to support them.
The goals must come.
The goals have to come. The 3 points.
But even if it doesn't come on time,
still support. Keep cheering. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let us take some of your tweets. Sunday Adebayo Adigun on Twitter is talking about the Super Eagles. He's saying that the said hashtag Super Eagles hoping for victory for the Eagles and looking forward to seeing the Eagles score a lot of goals against the Red Devils, and everyone is hoping for that. Really,
is actually hoping that this is exactly what will happen. But it's always very difficult playing against these
Your
African
first game
teams. It's
sets
always
the tone.
I can't even remember the last time we defeated a team by as many as 6 goals in Nigeria. So I think this. That's why I said
should take a win of any shape.
Of any shape, even if it's going to be 1-0, 2-0, you know that we have another game in about 4 days' time, and it's also important that we also win the next game.
Okay. All right. Let's look at. It's not going to be only Nigeria. A lot of teams would also be involved. As a matter of fact, all African nations that want to be in Morocco will be involved in the qualifiers. So let's quickly take a look at the qualifiers, the fixtures for the qualifiers from groups A to F. Nigeria is in Group A, of course, will be playing against Congo. Okay, in Group A, Sudan take on South Africa, and Nigeria take on Congo. Nigeria's game is tomorrow. Ethiopia take on Algeria. Mali takes on Malawi. That's in Group A and B. Of course, in Group C, interesting matches to be played. Gabon will take on Angola. Burkina Faso will take on Lesotho. I'm very sure Lesotho will come for this one. They've seen that, look, complaining about Ebola doesn't work. Just go and play your game.
Yeah, I believe.
And DR Congo, Cameroon wanted this game to be shifted to a neutral venue. CAF said no. Go and play your game. Côte d'Ivoire, still, I don't know. They've said they're not going to allow Sierra Leone come and play in Côte d'Ivoire. But CAF says Sierra Leone does not play. You are out of the 2015.
Yes.
So that's another interesting thing to look out for. In Group E, Guinea will take on Togo. I think this game will be played in Casablanca because one of the teams requested for a neutral venue. Of course, Ghana will take on Uganda. Zambia takes on Mozambique. Republic of Niger takes on Cape Verde. Interesting fixtures, Kunle. But I'm very sure that the last group, that's Group G. I beg your pardon. I actually said F. So it's Group G. That's 7 groups. Senegal take on Egypt. Tunisia take on Botswana. Interesting matches here. You're shaking your head. Maybe you're looking at Senegal, Egypt, Tunisia, Botswana. You're looking at this.
Yeah, Senegal versus Egypt is going to be very, very tough. Both teams have actually not been doing well in recent times. I think both of them will actually want to return to the elite football. Where
League?
you have the best teams actually playing at the highest level. The Senegalese have once been among the best, even the Egyptians. So both of them will actually want to come back. So it's really going to be very tough.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's look at Europe. What's happening in Europe? Some selected fixtures. The campaign for the 2016 European Championship has started. Teams have begun to prepare, and matches will be played tomorrow. So let's take a look at the fixtures for you. Germany will take on Scotland. Portugal will take on Albania. Greece will take on Romania. Hungary will take on Northern Ireland. Ukraine will take on Slovakia. And of course, Spain, still trying to recover from what happened at the World Cup, will take on Macedonia. And we also hear Vicente Del Bosque saying, please, don't expect a revolution. I don't have the kind of players for that. Just expect us to continue. Of course, Kule, Denmark will take on Armenia. Estonia will take on Slovenia. All right. Well, I have an interesting tweet here, Kunle, and I'm just going to read it to you and allow you to react to that. Abiodun Olubenga says that, do you think the people with the NFF have any good intent for Nigerian football? All they are after is the national cake. Sometimes I think that we shouldn't make sweeping statements like that. It's not easy to say everybody. Maybe a lot of them. But I still feel that some individuals you look at and you say, if probably this person had the opportunity, would probably do a good job.
I think, Yemi, you might actually be forgiven if you actually
think that way
because of the way these guys are
over the years,
fight for power to actually remain.
Just to be in that position.
Just to be in that position. It's not really good. It's not a very good omen. And when some people are told to actually vacate, at some point in time, they still insisted. I'm not trying to take side with anybody. I just want Nigerian football to go on
You're not taking sides. You're just taking sides with Nigerian football.
Nigerian football, yes. I want the Super Eagles to always compete. Okay. All the other national teams to also be, play their games, and so that, because we say football is the only unifying factor in Nigeria. If FIFA eventually bans us, then what is there to actually give us joy?
We'll get back to remembering ourselves, and our differences.
Who will now even spearhead? If you are the president of the NFF, what do you preside over? will you just stay in your office and run the affairs?
Let's move on, and hopefully when next you see us, we'll be smiling. We'll be talking about Nigeria still being in the 2015 African Cup of Nations qualifier. It will be a shame if we can't defend our trophy.
It will be a very big shame. Just
not because we didn't qualify, but because we should not allow history to repeat itself.
Yeah.
In different circumstances, in '96, we couldn't defend the trophy we won in '94, and that affected history because that Nigerian team was very strong. We probably could have won.
We went ahead to actually win the 1996 Olympics.
Probably could have won it, and so we hope that history will not repeat itself. So let's look at some international friendlies. Every team is preparing one way or the other, and the Asians are not left out. They're using this FIFA free window. So Japan takes on Uruguay tomorrow. Brazil takes on Colombia. Chile take on Mexico. Serbia take on France. Saudi Arabia take on Australia. South Korea take on Uruguay. One game is on Saturday. One game is on Monday for Uruguay. Okay. All right. Kule, let's spend the remaining time on the show to look at some of the tweets here. We also have another one here talking about the US Open, and there's a question for you this is Tuli Adebayo. He says, what do you think is the most improved player in the women's singles event on the women's roster? And it's putting names forward. Is it Peng, Makarova, or someone else?
I think it should be Makarova because she debuted. The likes of Azarenka and Eugene Bokard, which I actually rated, as one of the players that will play in the semifinals.
Okay, the Canadian, Eugenie Bouchard.
Eugenie Bouchard, that young Canadian. I think she is actually, she's the most improved player in the women's category. Absolutely.
What about the guys?
The guys, I think...
pretty easy. Kenny Shikori.
Yeah, Shikori has actually been very, very impressive. Even Chilik also has
Marian Chilik has always been in the mix. Didn't get it, but for me, I'll go for Kenny Shikori, first Asian to get this far. For the ladies also Lina, when over the years, actually, Lina. But for the guys.
Peng also, for when everybody actually thought that the Chinese were not going to have a very good representation at the US Open, Peng actually came on and she's surprising a lot of people.
Someone jokingly said there's democracy in tennis now. It's not just Europe and America.
I think I really get excited with the way.
And come to think of it,
actually
the Africans are in there somehow. Kevin Anderson. Sometimes in the quarterfinals, sometimes in the second round.
Absolutely. And we hope that one day we'll have a Nigerian
get that far.
Yeah, rated among the best in the game of tennis.
Okay. Let's see. What do you think? What are you looking forward to? There's a lot this weekend. Yeah. Football, tennis, basketball. Let me put this to you again. Spain, Senegal.
Yeah. It's going to be very tough, just like we said earlier. The Senegalese team looks like the most promising, just like everybody. Pundits have actually predicted, but they have their work cut out, taking on the host who has been firing on all cylinders. If you have to take all that into consideration, you want to say yes, the Senegalese still will be ousted, will be beaten. But I think they've actually done well, at least being able to actually get beyond the first round. Putting despite the fact that the likes of Egypt and Angola crashed out in the first round, they did well enough to actually book their place in the quarterfinal of the FIBA World Cup.
Okay, final word. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a Federer Djokovic final? 10 seconds.
Yeah, Federer Djokovic final. Yes.
Okay. All right. As Kunle giving it to say, we're going to have a Federer Djokovic final. But don't forget, both guys have to cross the semi-final. Well, that's how we wrap things up on the show this morning. Hope that you've enjoyed everything we'll be able to do on sports this morning. Join us again next week. Bye for now.